We begin with breaking news, and a popular musician and YouTuber from the UK known as Young Philly has been extradited from Queensland to WA, accused of serious allegations following an incident in Perth.
Just a few hours ago, one of the most recent shocking stories, and surprising ones at that, has come out. British YouTuber and entertainer Young Philly has been arrested in Australia over some serious claims.
Why you shouldn't put these people on a pedestal, no matter how many followers they have, no matter how much money they make. You don't know them. They show you the side of them that they want to show you.
Following his performance at Hillary's Bar 1 nightclub on September 27th, he is charged with essaying a lady in her 20s in his Perth hotel on September 28th. 2 days before his arrest, the rapper, who has over 3 million Instagram followers, performed at the Gold Coast's Havana nightclub. He faces charges of 3 counts of 4 counts of essay without consent, and 1 count of exerting pressure to a person's neck to prevent them from breathing or circulating normally. Over the recent years, Young Philly has presented a number of BBC programs, including Young Philly's Celeb Lock-In and Hot Property, and made appearances on Channel 4's The Great Celebrity Bake Off. Along with working with numerous major corporations including McDonald's, the British retail store Primark, and Captain Morgan Rum, Young Philly has also collaborated with a number of fashion businesses, most recently with ASOS and Perplex. So, when this news dropped, it had the entire internet in shock.
The last thing I expected to wake up to this morning is finding out that Young Philly has been arrested and extradited to Perth, Australia. What on earth is going on in the House of Commons? This is nuts. It literally only has been reported in the last 2 hours, and I have to go to uni, so I'm awake. Well, I have to go to placement, so I'm awake. But this is nuts, guys. Like, Philly has been accused of multiple counts of it as well. This is no joke, and this is nuts. I will no longer be supporting him because that's crazy. What do you mean you go to another country and you violate women? That's so disgusting. That behaviour is so terrible. That's crazy. Yeah, Young Philly's just been arrested for multiple counts. Ew.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. This way you'll never miss out on any future celebrity videos similar to these. As soon as this news dropped, numerous fans left posts stating different things like, UK Twitter gonna have a field day when they wake up and see this Young Philly news WTF. Young Philly is the definition of you never truly know who you're watching and supporting. Actually so disappointed if this turns out to be true, and credit to the victim for coming forward. About this Young Philly situation, there's been so many girls saying how weird this guy is, yet it just gets forgotten about after a week or two. Now look. Now of course nothing is set in stone yet, as he will be appearing in court in a few hours, but it has got to be one of the most unexpected stories for a while. As with the Diddy's case everyone has been talking about, you saw that coming from the amount of stories that came out prior and his endless lawsuits. But Young Philly catching these charges is crazy. Julius DePietro, the prosecutor for the WA Police Department, asserts that the YouTuber faces a very strong case and provides video and still images to support his allegations. Young Philly might be a flight risk, he added, because he had no links to Western Australia. Additionally, according to ABC Australia, the prosecution told the judge that no ordinary person can consent in those circumstances, and gave the judge access to images that were not disclosed to the court. But the YouTuber's solicitors contended that he should be granted bail and questioned the reliability of the prosecution's evidence. He's also not able to post anything in regards to the ongoing case, and could take a while for everything to get looked into and resolved, but the fact there's apparent CCTV footage of the alleged crimes is not looking good for the guy in the slightest. As once you get caught in 4K committing a travesty like this, you gotta accept the punishment and do the time, which it appears like could potentially happen from this situation.
Okay, major breaking news. YouTuber Young Philly has just been arrested for allegations on a woman in her 20s at a hotel room in Perth. They say that this was after he was performing at a nightclub during his Australian tour. He's appearing in court right now where he is being charged with 4 counts of penetration without consent, 3 counts of occasioning bodily harm, and one charge of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck. The prosecutor has actually opposed young Philly's bail application, alleging that there was an extremely strong prosecution case supported by CCTV and photo evidence. And basically, they don't want him to use his social media influence to impede the case. Now, the charges do not suggest that the allegations are proven. Rather, he will now be tried in an Australian court. As we know more, I'll keep you guys updated.
Before we go any further into the video, what are your guys' honest thoughts on this entire situation? Is it looking likely young Philly is going to face some serious time behind bars because of his alleged crimes? Or do you think it's someone looking for a payday and these will be fabricated claims? Comment down below. A lot of fans are in so much shock that they think it's not even real, with numerous posts stating things like, "No frigging way that didn't happen. Not Philly, she's setting him up, there's just no way." No, don't believe it, not young Philly. If I was to be honest, Philly would have been the last person I expected. You can be assured all his close friends, especially the likes of Chunkz, Beta Squad, and the Sidemen, will be in a state of shock after this news got released, and when they wake up, we'll have no idea how to maneuver the situation. We'll just have to see what comes from this situation over the next few days, and find out the truth behind it all, because these are some career-ending charges, and if he's found innocent, will be extremely hard to come back from. But then if he's guilty, no one is going to work with this guy ever again, and his career will be over. Which is pretty insane, as only recently he spoke about the impact of working on social media in his life. Has it had a positive impact or a negative impact on my mental health? A bit of both. I suffer with anxiety. I recently experienced panic attacks. It's made me known, and being known is what gives me anxiety, but then social media has changed my life. He also said he even retired his mom due to his career blow up over the past few years. She used to work in Poundland, and it got to the point where people would see the resemblance between me and her and go, "Are you Philly's mom?" And some people would ask for pictures, and she got really embarrassed. I remember I gave her a call once, and I told her, "Mom, you can quit your job, I've got you now." She didn't know how to take it. Months went on, she was still working, and I said, "Mom, seriously, you ain't gotta work again." Then I made her my PA. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.